Alice, must you pick the grass? What are you thinking of? What are you reading? A book.
What's the point of a book if there's no pictures in it?
Hey, give that back. You have your own book right there. And it does.
It's a lesson book. No stories.
It has verses in it, and you like those.
How John the busy bee with each shining hour gathered honey.
All the day from every opening flower. See, I still remember that one. It is a nice reminder never to waste a day, and certainly often.
Fine, if we only play a game.
I know an excellent game. It's called the quiet game. Every minute we go without talking on a point, and every time we stop, the fish or throw a rock to lose a point. Ready? Begin. Hey, where did you get that?
Over there at the bank.
Oh, Alice, don't touch it. It's probably filthy. Alice, you should never touch something if you don't know it's that. Be covered with music.
What are you looking at? Lori?
I know, Alice, you just lost a point.
Charlie, is that you? Where are you? You should be here by now. The spot, Charlie. I'm paying off now. Oh, you're everywhere. Some people. What is it? Something on my face? Lorena?
2 points to go now.
But there's a rabbit and he's...
3.
Look, why would you make yourself feel so? I forgot my mom called. It just says late. Wow, that's late. That's really late. I'm late for a very important thing. I was gonna say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
She's late for a very important thing. I'm sick.
There's danger if I dare to stop in here. Reason why. You see, I'm. Oh,
Virtue. She's getting around.
can't even say goodbye. Hello, we're late. We're late.
Sir, Mr. Rabbit. Why, it's a lovely little garden. If only this was unlocked, I could get through. Drink me, should I? I suppose it could be poisoned. But it doesn't taste like poison. It tastes like cherry tart, custard, pineapple, and hot buttered toast. What a curious feeling.
Yes, I definitely feel different. The door. Now, where did I put the key? Oh dear, it's no use. Perhaps I will eat you, but you better make me grow larger so I can reach the key.
Or perhaps just a small nibble.
That's good advice. I'm always giving myself good advice. How curious.
Perhaps I should have waited before eating this whole thing. How queer everything is today. And yesterday, things went on just as usual.
Perhaps I've been changed in the night.
Let me think. Was I the same when I got up this morning? I can almost remember feeling a little different.
But I'm not the same. So the next question is,
Who in the world am I? Ah, that's a great puzzle. I'm sure I'm not someone from school. Rita.
for my hair goes in such long ringlets, and hers doesn't go in ringlets at all. And I'm sure I can't be Mabel.
For I know all sorts of things, and she...
Oh, she knows so very little. Besides, she's she,
And I am I. How puzzling this all is. Perhaps I should see if I know the things I used to know. Let me see. 4 times 9 is 12. 4 times 8,
13,
4 times 7.
14.
Oh dear, we'll never get to 20 at this rate. Better try geography.
London is the capital of Paris. Paris is the capital of
Rome. That seems wrong.
It does.
But I'm always giving myself good advice. I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. That explains the trouble that I'm always in. Be patient is very good advice, but the waiting makes me curious. And I'd love to change should something strange begin. I'm sure that I know right from wrong, and I have the best intentions. Life should be such a merry song, but there is where I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Will I ever learn to do the things I should?
Perhaps if I try poetry. How doth the little crocodile improve each shining hour
And pour the waters of the Nile.
Onto every golden scale,
how cheerfully he seems to grin,
How neatly spread his little claws.
and welcome little fishes in.
with gently smiling jaws. No.
No,
That's wrong. All wrong. I must be Mabel after all. And I'll have to go live in that poky little house. Oh, and I'll have no toys to play with. And ever so many lessons to learn. No. I've made up my mind about all of this. If I'm Mabel, I'll stay down here forever. And if somebody puts their head down the hole and says, "Come up again, dear," I'll say, "Who am I then? Tell me this first." And if I like being that person, then I'll come out. If not, I'll stay down here. Oh, but I do wish they'd put their heads down sooner. I'm ever so lonely.
Let's a comin'.
Uh-oh. Thank you. Uh-oh. I feel funny again. Must be one of those handkerchiefs.
that makes you smaller. That's funny. I don't remember a pond being here. Perhaps I shouldn't have tried so much when I was a giant. Now I'll end up drowning in my own tears. That's just the sort of day I'm having. A mouse? As big as I am? Or am I as small as it? Shall I speak to him? Oh, mouse! Maybe he doesn't speak English. I'll try Spanish. Wait, I'm terrible at Spanish. Donde está el gato? I believe that means, where is my cat? Ah! Oh, I beg your pardon, mice don't like cats.
It's not a matter of liking them. Would you like cats if you were me?
I suppose not, but you'd like mine. She sits by the fire, licking her paws and cleaning her face, and she's oh so good at catching mice.
Help!
Oh, I beg your pardon, we won't talk about that anymore if you'd rather not.
No, I do not. Of all creatures to be lost at sea with, I get stuck with a cat person.
Do you like dogs? I know the sweetest little puppy.
No, I do not.
Oh wait, do come back. I promise we won't talk cats or dogs again.
If we live to reach the shore, I'll tell you my family's history, and you'll know why I hate cats and dogs.
Ahoy there, Let's welcome aboard, you two other rodents.
I'm a girl.
Don't worry, we take all kinds. Now let me introduce you to the crew. That's a duck.
Hi.
And Alan, what are you?
A
flaminglet.
What?
A flaminglet. Like a baby flamingo.
Oh, of course. Such a dodo. Stroke.
Still wet.
Still wet? Yes, and cold too.
Sit down, all of you. We'll soon be dry enough. Silence all around, please. And here's the driest thing ever written. William the Conqueror, whose cause was favored by the Pope, who was soon submitted to by the English, who wanted leaders, who had been late much accustomed to the usurpation of the conquest. Edwin the Morcar, the Earls of Nursery in Northumbria. Ugh. I beg your pardon, did you speak? No. Oh, I thought you spoke. I proceed. Edwin the Morcar, the Earls of Nursery and Northumbria, declared him an even stallion. The patriotic Archbishop of Canterbury found it advisable.
Found what?
Excuse me?
What did the Archbishop of Canterbury have?
Found it. Of course you know what it means.
Well, for me, it isn't really a frog or a worm. My question is, what did he find?
Found it advisable to go with Edgar Atheling to meet William to offer him the crown. William's conduct was first moderate, then the influence of the Normans. How's everyone feeling?
Wet.
This isn't dryness at all.
Yeah, let's get.
I'm moving we adjourn this meeting for more energetic questions.
Well, what? Speak English. I don't have those two. Get off that chair.
All right. What I was going to say is we should do a caucus race.
Yes, a caucus race!
What's a caucus race?
Well, the best way to explain it is to do it. The race starts here. I'll need a marker. Thank you. So first you go 6 paces this way, 2 paces that way, 3 paces that way, a hop, a skip, and a jump, and then there's a freestyle section. Ready, set, go. The race is over.
Who has won? Who?
All is one.
Yay!
Okay, let's look at the prizes.
Yes, prizes! Prizes!
Me? I'm afraid there's been some
Prizes!
Let me see. Here. What's that? Taffy. I think there's enough for everyone.
But of course she'll need a prize for herself.
What else do you have in your pocket?
Only a card.
Give it here. Beg your acceptance for this elegant card.
I shall treasure it.
Aww!
Are these for eating?
Yes, there's a wrapper. Now, Mouse, you promised to tell me your history and why it is you hate C and D so much.
Oh yes, mine is a long and sad tale.
It may be long, but I don't find it very sad.
How can you tell whether it's sad or not if you haven't even heard it yet?
Well, I'm sure there's a good start somewhere.
No, it is not.
I'm not? Oh, let me help you with that.
You will do no such thing. You insult me with your nonsense. Good day.
But wait.
I said good day.
I wish Dinah were here. She'd fetch that mouse right back. Oh, and as soon as she sees a bird, she'll snatch it right up.
I have to go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I have little dodos waiting for me. So,
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned Dinah. Nobody up here seems to like her, but I'm sure she's the best cat in the world. Sir? Mr. Caterpillar?
Call me doctor. Sit.
So how does this go? Do I just begin talking?
Who are you?
Now there's a question. To tell you the truth, I hardly know myself. Just not at present. I mean, I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I think I must have changed several times since then.
Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself because I'm not myself, you see?
Hmm.
Maybe because of the way I chat with myself.
Say more about that.
Well, sometimes when I'm playing a game by myself, I'll pretend to be two people. Once I even boxed my own ears for cheating against myself in a game of croquet. But today it feels different.
Perhaps even 2.
2.
Yes, perhaps even 3.
Who are you?
But it's just as I've said.
I'm not sure anymore. And not to mention the size changes I've been through. All in all, it's been a very confusing day.
Has it?
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, why wouldn't it be?
Why would it be?
Perhaps you've never been unsure who you are. But I'm sure one day you'll decide to make a cocoon.
Chrysalis.
Pardon?
Cocoons are for moths, and I have no intentions on being a moth. Thank you very much.
Sorry, yes, a chrysalis. And then you'll change into a butterfly. And that will feel a bit weird, don't you imagine?
I don't imagine.
Well, I know is that it would confuse me.
You.
I've told you, I don't know. And I think you should tell me who you are first.
Why?
That's it, I'm leaving.
Come back.
Did you say something?
I have something important to say.
Well, I'm listening.
Keep your temper.
How can I do that?
Sit. So you think you've changed, do you?
Well, yes. I think my mind is changing because I can't remember the things that I used to. Or maybe because I can't say the same size for more than 10 minutes altogether.
Well, that can have a lot to do with that. What size would you like to be?
No size in particular. I just don't like changing so often.
So you're content with your size?
Not exactly. 3 inches is a pretty wretched height to be.
I'm exactly 3 inches tall, and it's a very good height indeed.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I'm just not used to it.
We'll get more used to it in time. Now, Alice.
How did you know my name?
Let me just say this. Once I will make you grow taller, and the other will make you grow shorter.
But that doesn't.
Time is up.
But you haven't said.
Questions will have to wait until next time.
One side of what? The other side of what?
What in the world? Doris, look. Oh my word, a serpent. Look at that, Doris. Did you ever see such a fat serpent? Charlotte, I've never.
I'm not a serpent. Let me alone.
Listen to that line, serpent. You just can't get away from them anymore.
As if it weren't enough trouble hatching these eggs, then you have to be on the lookout for serpents day and night.
I'm sorry you've been annoyed.
Anxious to be taking the highest tree in the woods, just like thinking I should be free of him at last. Here you come, wriggling along. Serpent!
No, I'm not a serpent, you see. I'm a...
Well, what are you?
You see,
She's trying to invent something. Look at that, you can tell. See when her eye goes up and to the right? That means she's using the creative part of her brain.
no, you see, I'm a little girl.
Ha, a likely story.
You know, Charlotte, I've seen a good many little girls in my day, but never one with a neck like that. No, no.
I suppose she'll be telling us next that she's never tasted an egg.
I have most certainly tasted an egg before, but
Serpent!
Serpent!
little girls eat eggs just as much as serpents do.
I don't believe it, but if they do, why then they're a kind of serpent. That's all I can say.
You're looking for eggs, we know that much. So what does it matter to us whether you're a little girl or a serpent?
It matters to me very much, and I won't eat your eggs because they're raw.
Oh, you hear that, Doris? She's too big for our age.
Well, then perhaps she'd better be on her way.
Good, we agree on something.
No room, no room.
But there's plenty of room.
No room there.
Thank you. Have some toast.
I don't see any toast.
A toast. That's a fine idea. To my dear friend the hare.
To my dear Hatter, the Hatter. Tea?
See, now where were we, my dear?
I just sat down.
Have you ever considered short hair?
Well, I used to have short hair when I was much younger, of course. Yeah, but have you considered it?
Let's all consider it now. Why is a raven like a wagon, guess?
Ooh, a riddle! Where? Now let's see if I can guess it.
Guess what?
Why are ravens like a writing No.
Could it be an answer at last?
After all these years?
My heart is beating so fast.
I don't.
Wait! Before you say anything.
I want a clean cup. Let's all go over one, please. What I was about to say is I don't know the answer.
Answer to what?
The riddle, the riddle.
Have you any idea what she means?
You should say what you mean. You should always say what you mean. I do. I mean what I say. It's the same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit.
No.
Because then, you might just as well say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
You might as well say, I like what I get. It's the same thing as I get what I like.
You might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep. It's the same thing.
Well, it is practically freedom. I think the dormouse is asleep again. Dormouse!
Pour some tea on his nose. That usually does the trick.
Wake up, dormouse!
I wasn't asleep. I was just resting my eyes.
It's rather big for a mouse.
Dormice are not mice. They're close to the world.
Dormouse. Tell us a story.
It was brilliant and decidedly toes. The gyre gimble in the wave. On Mimsy where the bow goes.
And the moan rast outgrave.
Beware the jabberwock, my son.
The jaws that bite!
The claws that catch.
Beware the jubjub bird and shun.
The Frumius Bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand.
Long time the maxim foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought.
And as an unfinished thought he stood, the jabberwock with eyes full, came whistling through and told you what, and verbal as a cave.
1, 2, 1, 2,
And through and through.
The vorpal blade went snicker-snap. He left it dead, and with its head,
He went galumphing back.
And hast thou slain the jabberwock? Come to my arms, my deepest boy.
oh, frabjous day!
Calloo, Calais.
He chortled in his joy.
'Twas brilliant in the slithy toes, did gyre and gimble in the wave. All Mimsy where the borough goes, and the moan rast outgrave.
I want a clean cup. Scoop. Take some more. But I haven't had any yet. I can't possibly take more.
You mean you can't possibly take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asks your opinion.
Now then, I have some things I'd like to ask. Why is a raven at the writing desk?
I told you. I don't know. I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
I think you'd rather spend your time doing something better than telling riddles that have no answer.
Oh, but if you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean. He promises never so much as spoken to time. Perhaps not, but I keep time reminding you that
Oh, but you should never do that.
he hates to be kept.
Very punctual.
That's probably the reason why he won't talk to you.
Now, if only you'd stayed on good terms with him. He'd do almost anything you like with the clock. Suppose it's 9 o'clock in the morning, just time to start lessons. You'd only have to whisper a hint at a time, and round goes the clock in the wind. 1:30, time for lunch.
I only wish it was. So is that the way you manage?
Not I. We quarrel, you see.
It seems like such a long time ago now.
It was last March, just before he went mad. It was at the royal concert given by Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of Hearts. And the three of us had to sing a little number.
No, not that little number.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how
happened last time. He gets stuck in a rut. Pinch him.
Ow!
He wasn't happy. She jumped up and shouted.
They're not singing. They're just trying to kill time.
Time must have overheard her saying that, because ever since then he won't do a thing I ask. It's only 6 o'clock now. Tea time.
Oh, how awful. Is that the reason you keep moving around?
Yes, that's it. There's never any time to wash cups.
And what happens when you get back to the beginning again?
Let's celebrate.
Celebrate what?
Why, your own birthday, of course.
What in the world is an birthday?
Well,
Prove that you. One birthday.
one birthday every year.
But there are
364
birthdays.
That is why we gather here to cheer.
A very merry birthday to you.
To you.
A very merry birthday to you.
To you.
It's
Drink to drink to someone, and I guess that you will do. A very merry birthday
to you. A very merry
to us. To us.
A very merry
Birthday to us. To us.
If there
I know objections that it be unanimous. A very merry birthday to us. A very merry birthday to me. To you. A very merry birthday to me. To you. Let's all congratulate me with another cup of tea. A very merry birthday to me. A very merry birthday to all. To all. A very merry birthday to all. To all. Let's have a celebration. Our abandoned rental hall.
a very merry birthday.
A very merry birthday. A very merry birthday to you. Let's change the subject. Wait! I want a clean cup. Take a spot.
No
No room, no room!
Now, why don't I tell a story? Have some toast. What?
A toast. That's a fine idea. To my dear friend, the hare.
To my dear Hatter, the Hatter. Tea?
Tea. Now, where were we, my dear?
I was just...
Have you ever considered short hair?
You already said...
Yeah, but have you considered it?
Let's all consider it now. Now, here's a question for you.
Where?
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Well, wherever I go, I won't be back here again. The saddest tea party I was ever at. Oh, but now I'm lost again. If only I could find that little blue door that led to the garden.
It's been so long since it's been my normal height. It feels quite strange.
Oh, thank goodness they sent someone. This bundle of nurses, I got the letter. So sweet. He's very quiet when he thinks. I never know who will get success. But she will, I imagine. This is what she did.
What do I do?
Come now. There's a good boy. This is
Alice.
She's going to mind you while Mommy's away.
Mirror, I need your mirror.
Is my dress look all right?
What's that?
Oh, don't worry. It's only my Cheshire Cat.
Yeah. Why does he grin like that? I didn't know cats could grin at all.
Oh, well, of course they can. You don't know much, do you? Thankfully, there's not much that goes into taking care of this little one.
What shall I feed him?
Oh, he eats everything. Sawdust, desk chairs, deck chairs, anything with breeze really, but not Pepper. Pepper makes him sneeze. If he looks like he's about to sneeze, take cover. Under some heavy furniture or in the cellar if you can.
And what about changing?
That's a good point. What if he changes? They do go awfully fast nowadays, don't they? So if he grows up quickly while I'm away, just let him run free. I hope you've done a good job raising him. It's all a mother can do these days.
Yes, I suppose.
He is so easy, dear, really. Just never put the ring on himself.
Well, this can't be so very difficult. You must cry, but please don't run. It's just indecent. Really, are you a baby or a pig? Oh!
It's mine big.
Oh, wait, do come back. Wait, come back. She did say to let go if she changes. She didn't say until what?
Looking for something?
Oh, it's just you, Cheshire Cat. I didn't know you could talk as well.
I talked before, didn't I? I said meow.
Well, meow isn't exactly the proper word, now is it?
Maybe to some people.
Would you tell me which way I ought to go from here?
That depends a great deal on where you want to get to.
Well, you see, I don't much care where, as long as I get somewhere.
It doesn't matter which way you go.
Well, what sort of people live about here?
The Hatter and the Hare. In that direction is the Hatter, and that direction is the Hare. You remember them. Visit either you like.
Both best. But I don't want to be among mad people.
Oh, well, you can't help that, dear. I'm mad. You're mad. We're all mad here.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be here. You wouldn't have come here.
And how do you know you're mad?
That takes improvement. A dog's not mad. You get that?
A normal dog? No.
Well, a dog wags his tail when it's pleased and growls when it's angry, whereas I growl when I'm pleased and wag my tail when I'm angry. Therefore, I'm mad.
But cats don't really growl. They purr.
Call it what you like. Will you be playing croquet with the queen today?
I would like to very much, but I haven't been invited.
See me there.
Goodbye.
By the way, what became of the baby?
It became a pig.
I thought it might. Wait, did you say pig or fig?
I said pig, and I wish you wouldn't keep appearing and vanishing so suddenly. It makes me giddy.
All right.
You forgot your grin. I wonder who they're supposed to be.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
At museums, they usually have a placard to tell you a little bit more. But I guess I can't expect that in this place. Thank you. Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle. But Tweedledum said Tweedledee had spoiled his nice new rattle. Not much of the story. They don't even say who won the battle. But nice waxwork, though. Very lifelike.
Rude. Rude. If you thought you were waxworks, you should have paid.
Ought I?
Waxworks weren't made to be left for nothing, were they?
I suppose not.
And contrariwise, if you thought we were alive, you should have addressed us properly.
I like your uniform. Do you go to boarding school? Mother says I have to go to boarding school. I bring home another frog again.
Wrong.
Wrong about which?
About everything. Wrong question, wrong answer, wrong beginning. And if we continue this way,
A dreadful end.
Then how should I have begun?
Well, when you meet someone new,
Like me.
as I was saying, when you meet someone new,
Like me.
the thing you're supposed to do
the proper procedure
is to say,
How do you do and shake hands? Go through life and never know the day that made it real. The situation that you have to be embarrassing. Your face turns red, you hide your head and wish that you could die. But that's old fashioned and you should really try. Instead, how do you do and shake hands, shake hands, shake hands. How do you do and shake hands? State your name and business. I saw you sitting at the bus stop just a week ago. You looked so sad and hit your head and sat on your iPhone.
Guess what?
What?
We like poetry.
Oh?
Do you like poetry?
Some poetry. Yes.
What should we recite to her?
Oh, please. No recitations now.
You hear that, Dee? She does not like recitations.
Or contrary-wise, perhaps she prefers dramatic interpretation.
Of course, you are the best, brother.
You are.
Well, it was nice meeting you. I better be going.
Don't go back there. That's backstage.
What?
You sit here.
But I really have to.
The Walrus and the Carpenter.
A long poetic spectacle by Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all of its might.
He did his very best to make the billows smooth and bright,
This was odd.
because it was
The middle of the night.
I say it's very rude of you to come and spoil my fun.
The sea was wet as wet could be.
The sand were dry as dry.
You could not see a cloud because
No clouds were in the sky.
no birds were flying overhead.
But look, here comes two guys. A walrus!
And the carpenter!
We're walking hand in hand.
It makes me weep, dear friend, to see such quantities of sand.
If only this were cleared away. Just think.
It would be grand.
If 7 maids with 7 moths swept it for half a year, do you suppose, dear carpenter, that they could get it clear?
I doubt it.
Said the carpenter and shed a bitter tear.
Wait a minute.
Rude.
But I know them.
Who? Us?
Yeah, I swear we've met somewhere before.
Nope.
Don't think so.
Maybe you saw us on stage.
Yeah, we just closed a production of Beware the Jabberwock at the Tum-Tum Tree.
No, that's not it.
Maybe you saw us in Rhineland?
No, I've never been to Germany.
That's where we came from originally. I'm Hata and he's Haida.
See, even those names sound familiar. Hatta and Haida?
Can we get on with the poem?
We wrote it for you.
Sorry.
If 7 maids with 7 moths slept it for half a year, do you suppose, dear carpenter, that they could get it clear?
I doubt it, Walrus. Well with us. But look, sir, who comes here?
Oysters, oh oysters, come and walk with us, I humbly do beseech. Pleasant walk, pleasant talk along the briny beach.
The 2 young oysters hurried up, all eager toward the tree. Their coats were brushed, their faces washed, their shoes were clean and neat.
And this was odd because, you know,
They hadn't
any feet.
The time has come
The walrus said.
to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sealing miles, of cabbages and kings, why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs have wings.
But wait a bit.
The oysters cried.
Before we have our chat, for some of us are out of breath and all of us are fat.
No hurry.
Said the carpenter.
You think too much for that.
A loaf of bread
The walrus said.
is what we chiefly need.
Some peppers? 2 and vinegar. That would be nice indeed.
Now if you're ready, oysters dear, we may begin to feed.
But not on us.
The oysters cried, turning a little blue.
You must agree that that would be a dismal thing to do.
The night is fine.
The walrus said.
Let's all admire the view. Seems a shame to play them such a trick. After we brought them out so far and made them trot so quick.
The carpenter said nothing but.
This butter spread too thick.
I weep for you, my little friends. I deeply sympathize.
With sobs and tears he sorted out those of the largest size, holding his pocket handkerchief in hand before his streaming eyes.
Oysters, oh oysters.
Said the carpenter.
You've had a pleasant run. Shall we be trotting home again?
But answer came there none.
And this was scarcely odd because
They'd eaten every one.
Now can I go?
Talk back.
What?
Talk back with the actors.
Oh, how fun.
the actors talk about you behind your back.
The shoes.
I know, they're wretched. Do you think she found them in the trash?
Probably.
I think I prefer the back.
Excellent.
So, who did you like the best?
I think I liked the walrus best, because at least he felt a little sorry for the poor oysters.
Yeah, but he ate as many as he could. He held his handkerchief in front, so the carpenter could not count how many he took.
Well then, I like the carpenter best, for not eating as many.
But he ate as many as he could get.
Well, they were both very unpleasant characters.
Now here's what else is bad.
Wait a minute. Do you hear that sound? No. It's like a steam engine or something.
What's a steam engine?
You know, like on a train. Like on a what? A train. You know. T-R-A.
Gee, a splendid idea.
An inspiration! Look at that. It's an hour till tea time now.
If we saunter, we might just make it. Ta-ta.
Look out now, Five. Don't go splashing paint on me.
5 apart.
I couldn't help it. 7 jogged my elbow.
7 apart?
That's right, I've always put the blame on others.
You better not talk. I heard the queen say only yesterday you deserve to be beheaded.
Ooh, for what?
None of your business, too.
Oh yes, it is his business. Tell him, 7. Don't allow your got this in the wrong way.
All the injustice things is not my fault the way I was dealt with.
Pardon me, sir, but what are you doing with those?
Well, you see, miss, it's this rose tree here.
What?
Aye, that's the one. But you see, miss, we were supposed to have planted a red rose tree.
Oh, we put in a white one by mistake.
So now you're
Painting
Yeah, right.
roses red.
But why would it matter if they're white or red?
But it matters a great deal, miss, because if she finds out,
She?
Cute.
yes, if she finds out, we all lose our heads.
Oh, you mean the Queen of Hearts?
The queen, the queen.
Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of Hearts. What do we have here?
We.
Name.
Yes, your majesty.
Who is this?
Can't rightly say, your majesty. She's not from our deck, I can tell you that much.
Idiot. What is your name, child?
Alice, so please, Your Majesty.
Well, aren't you lovely? Just lovely. Look at that dress. Isn't it nice?
Oh, yes, very nice, dear.
Far nicer than mine.
Yes, I mean, oh no, never. Nice, yes, but next to yours it's trash.
That's the king. Now then, Alice, that's your name, isn't it? I think you and I shall be great friends. But first, there's one thing. Who are those?
I don't know, Your Majesty.
Those 3, the ones you're hoping I won't notice. They all look the same from the back, you know.
How should I know? They're no business of mine.
Off with their head!
What?
I'm sorry, that's just a little reflex, you see. No one here ever contradicts me. Because if they do, they might lose something. And no one wants to lose their head, do they?
No, Your Majesty.
Consider my sweet, she's only a child.
Fine then, turn them over. Oh, stop it. What is this?
trying to...
I see. Off with their heads. Executioner, do your worst.
Oh no, where'd they all go?
Are their heads off?
Their heads are...
Their heads are gone completely, Your Majesty.
Okay. Alice, can you play croquet?
Yes.
Come on then.
But, pardon, but weren't you playing croquet with the Duchess today?
I was. She was frightfully rude. I had to throw her in the dungeon. She slapped me right across the face. Everyone saw it. Get to your places. And of course we'll need flamingos. You don't know how to use one of those? Here, let me show you.
Point. 14, my practice.
Now it's your turn. Off with her! Oh, never mind. Just deal a new one. Make it the knave this time. And of course you'll need a partner. Bring us the Duchess.
Bring out the Duchess. That's an order.
You can't imagine how glad I am to see you again, you dear old thing. Now tell me, how did things go with the little one? It turned into a pig. Well, something like that might happen. The way he eats. Do you mind if I rest my head on your shoulder? Not at all. It's very heavy, this party hat I'm wearing. Well, I dare say the game will be a bit better now. Wouldn't you agree? Aren't we just the best of friends? I bet you're wondering why I don't put my armor around your waist. The reason is I'm doubtful about the length of the gun program from right now. Ooh, not so good. Shall I give it a try? Sure, but be careful, it might bite. Yes, flamingos and mustard both bite. But you know what they say? Birds of a feather flock together. Mustard isn't a bird. No? I think it's a mineral.
2-1. 2-1 in favor of the Majesty.
A mineral? Of course it is. I quite agree. How clever you are. It's just as the old saying goes. Never imagine yourself as not to be otherwise than what might have appeared to others that what you were, or might have been, was not otherwise than what might have appeared to others that what you were, or might have been. All the advice I'm giving you today is free, by the way. I give it to you.
Get on. I would hate for someone to lose their head for the delay of the game.
Nope.
You're not so good at this, are you?
But you...
Break! I need a rest.
Now again. Cheshire Cat, please. I'm rather busy right now.
I see. How are you liking the queen?
Not very much. She's very extremely likely to win. Whereas the point's not even worth finishing the game.
Who are you talking to over there?
My friend, Cheshire Cat, allow me to introduce.
I don't like the look of it. I would like to ask it to remove itself before the queen sees. But I'm the king. Please? Hey, stop looking at me like that.
Looking at you like what?
Dear, there's a cat over here and it won't go away.
Off with its head.
Executioner, you heard her. Remove that head.
I can't really remove the head because I have a body attached to it.
Then throw the head in prison and let it think about what it's done.
But now the head's completely gone too.
Fine then. Throw someone else in prison. Her.
Me?
Yes, and I want you to think about what the cat has done.
That's so unfair.
I know.
They got you too, did they? You know, someone should really write a book about me when this is gone through. Goodness.
Surprise, I'm putting you on trial.
How decent of you.
Oh, don't get your hopes up. It's not that kind of trial. I say, you look very different from the last time I saw you.
Yes, it's a problem I'm having. Now, is this about what happened with the Cheshire Cat?
The who? Oh, no. I'm trying to think of something else, something much worse.
I will read the accusation.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts all on a summer day. Alice the accused came and stole the tarts and took them quite away.
This is nonsense.
I've reached my verdict.
Now, Muffin, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the verdict comes last. Yes?
Then what comes first then?
Lawyers.
I know, we need lawyers. Bring me the mock turtle.
But I thought it was an actor now.
Actors, lawyers, same thing. Now, dear mock turtle, will you play counsel for the queen?
Your Majesty. Not since I portrayed a real turtle have I been presented such a challenge or such an honor. I shall strive to do it justice.
Don't worry so much about the justice part. Just make it entertaining.
Wait, don't I get a lawyer first?
Counsel has been appointed for you.
Oh. Lucky me.
First witness, I call the Hatter and the Hare to the stand. Now then,
Take off your hat.
I can't.
Of course you can. Do as the queen says.
No, he really can't.
and why is that?
Because she said take off your hat. And the hat that he's wearing doesn't belong to him.
Nope.
Stolen then?
Write that down.
No, you see, I'm a hatter. I keep them to sell.
He doesn't own any hats as far as I know.
But what can you tell us about the targets?
Nothing.
Nothing, whatever.
Nothing, whatever!
No further questions. You may step down now. Next witness. Your Majesty, I call the lobster. Do you recognize the prisoner? Do you recognize me?
Wait a minute. Mock Turtle? Is it really you? It's been so long. I heard you were an actor now.
I am. In fact, I'm performing right now.
No.
You're in it.
I know. This is so exciting. Ask me questions.
Where were you yesterday during the lunch hour?
At home in the sea.
Who was your childhood dance instructor?
An old squid. We called him Tortoise.
And why is that?
Because he taught us.
I see. Now, there was a certain dance you and all the other shellfish used to perform.
The lobster girl. A very delightful thing.
Can you describe this dance for the court?
Well, first, we line everyone up along the seashore.
What does this have to do with anything?
Silence. This is the most important piece of evidence yet. I'll need to see a demonstration.
Your Majesty, it would be our pleasure. Shall we? Everyone.
First, you clear all the jellyfish out of the way.
That generally takes some time.
Ready?
Advance twice to your lobster.
Arrange lobsters and retire in the same order.
Now throw your lobster into the sea.
Now swim out as far as you can.
Turn a somersault in the sea.
Now back to shore and do it all once more.
Splendid, splendid. I don't see how anyone can argue with evidence like that.
Next witness, I call Alice, the accused.
Oh, now you're cooked.
State your name for the court.
Alice.
What? Silence. It's impolite to interrupt your own testimony.
Now then, Alice, do you go to school?
Yes.
Then tell the court about your lessons.
My lessons.
Yes. I assume you study all the usual subjects. Mystery, geography, reeling, writhing, classical laughing, and Greek.
Those don't sound familiar.
Arithmetic.
No arithmetic I might have had.
Oh? Which branch? Ambition, distraction, amplification, derision.
I've never heard of any of those.
Well, what do you do all day in school if you don't study such basic things?
I don't know. I'm forgetting it all now.
You are Alice, aren't you?
Aren't I? Am I?
That's not true. Tell her who I am.
Maybe there is no Alice. Maybe she's just an idea in our head.
Just like the idea to steal my tarts.
Tarts?
Yes, Alice, didn't you not steal them? So why don't you just sign the confession form and you won't have to deal with that troublesome head anymore.
Just sign it, Alice.
Just sign it, Alice. Just sign it, Alice. Just sign it, Alice. I do know who I am. My name is Alice and I'm a girl and I do go to school. I have a cat named Dinah who's better than the whole pack of you put together. And I've had quite enough nonsense for today.
Well, I have reached my sentence. Off with her!
That's absurd. How can you put me on trial? You're nothing but a pack of cards.
Hold your tongue, girl.
I won't.
Off with her head!
Come and get us.
Alice, dear, wow, I love speaking. I thought perhaps you'd run off. I'm not going to
Oh, Lorena, I've had the most curious dream. I was being chased by a pack of cards, and the queen of hearts that is, was trying to cut off my head.
That does sound curious, Alice, but we better get home. It's time for tea.
Tea, that was in the dream as well. A never-ending tea party with a hatter and a hare. They were both mad, you see. Oh, and a dormouse.
A what?
A dormouse, kind of like a squirrel. Oh, and there was a blue caterpillar and a Cheshire Cat who could make himself disappear whenever he pleased.
That all sounds lovely, Alice, but we better get home before Mother's word we've disappeared. It's getting dark now.
No one likes to be late, especially not the white rabbit.
Hello, you're Alice.
Yes, and you're Mabel. From school?
Yeah. I was looking for my rabbit. I swear I left him here down by the bank. Have you seen a white rabbit? There you are! But where did you get this little vest and bow? Were you playing with him? You look like you're ready for an adventure.
But wait, he doesn't play nice.